Bibian Yakawa. Rich, Barca won to a new player. But Omar the most important set of transfers him as it stands now. And in the last few weeks, near Dean Comose Barca Fono, the contract extension of Pedri, contract extension of Gavi, but it started with that of Ronald Araujo. In Sabakaya, Ronald Araujo extending the contract at FC Barcelona to 2031. And 2031. And that has happened. In fact, for a lot of people, not the new release clause for some of these players, it may be between 1 billion euros. Or for some of them, it may be about even 70 million at some point in time. Ronald Araujo and a contract extension. But for me, Richardo, the most important contract extension I said cost of Barca Chromonum was that of Pedri. Who is it? Nipa bebre dream say Pedri La Masia boy. Anya La Masia boy. Pedri Barca for one tono. Barca for one tono from Las Palmas. But not a very, very young boy. You know, in the Spanish lower divisions, no, usually, so the various directors, coaches, go around no players from different clubs. Barca for this boy called Pedri from Las Palmas, also in the Gran Canaria Islands. Pedri. Then the director at the time made a case someone to Pedri. Who shared the documentary of Pedri? Time will make a case for Pedri. Now Barca for the catcher and said, boy, who should shadow do? And then they born a more physical. Iti uka se omo to obite Pedri Gonzalez the Ususha and Moamo. They fought it, and then the director stood for Pedri and Omo Tono. Rich and ne. Yes, this year come one of the most complete midfielders we are here. You would mention the name of Pedri Gonzalez. Bibia Wupe, first phase, second phase, final third. Bibia as a player, you get it from Pedri. And Barca for now over there. Also in front of Sporta, they are essentially all translating the honor. Almost say, keep the magic. Keep the magic. And that's the magic of our branch friend Pedri 2030. And when you have a contract extension, our branch friend Gavi, so I extended the contracts. Now also in front of Mundo Deportivo, it essentially translates as the heart of a cooler or a heart of a Barcelona person. And that's exactly Gavi is very important. So for me, in a January transfer window, now Barca struggle to get 1:1. Barca struggle to bring players in. To be able to keep two of the most important players in Pedri and Gavi on the long term, and then making sure someone keep you up, is very, very important for me. And I think it's a smart move from team friend FC Barcelona. I know you're not here. Set Marcus Rashford to Barcelona is almost off. It's almost off. Even after say City for no bisa questions about Gonzalez, former Barca player, so almost turner, on percentage in the sale. Barca cannot do the deal for branch friend Marcus Rashford. Until that deal is off. But what we are hearing right now, and they say Aston Villa for and then almost sporting director Monchi has gotten the green light from coach friend Unai Emery. So let's start it. Not only Marcus Rashford, Edin Como, to see if he can convince Marcus Rashford to choose Aston Villa now. For Marcus, not also up a new environment totally. And yet just say obey free Manchester United. But if free even in the English Premier League, Echo Spain or Italy or any other place are here also very competitive and can anybody home. But the options are not there. I have a feeling say, given how Ruben Amorim as a own person bono na a chance no bono. Maybe a branch friend Marcus Rashford may stay on at Manchester United or even take Sir Aston Villa for the other Omodiamano. Na Andieka Vinicius Junior Saudi Arabia deal. They've come also for Rodrigo Goes. 300 million for Rodrigo. 150 million euros annual salary on person of my branch friend Rodrigo Goes. Rich, me say, yes, so all the Mbappe more Vinicius more clout. Anyone would do ever. Maybe Rodrigo will not get to that class. But in terms of an efficient player from the wing, there are only a few we as close our branch friend Rodrigo Goes. And I know say Madrid for obviously they were not even going to listen to offers. I brought up Man City for a pen no more pushy to get him to come and find him to come and play for them no crown. Na nyadia almost 10 years with your honor. So will keep our branch here. Your friend Rodrigo Goes there and he's going to stay. So it's a Chelsea match on Monday. And now Enzo Maresca pre-match press conference. He said, Joe Fubisa, and he said, Obefre Kepa is a balaga abana. Because mistakes now, Robert Sanchez the last time out, no, I say, yeah, you too much. According to Enzo, a absolute no. All Fred Kepa is a balaga ma. And now I said, now, also, on sign your show. So Robert Sanchez never better pull him on Monday or not. It is very different from when somebody had to say Enzo Maresca in the past. Usually, so what is Enzo Maresca about the goalkeeper?
Sanchez will pray.
On prayer. Say you see what Manchester City now. Who be the first or make catch your claim? Say Sanchez any number one. Now mistakes they are normal. But it looks as if say oh man branch friend Robert Sanchez a soft landing for him to let him know say unim Okrano SCS sound here about Philippe Jorgensen, and I'm very certain saying I'm here on Monday. Philippe Jorgensen is going to be in there in terms of players. What follow Bradley Bakula's story? Yesterday he turned down Torian Mospe. So I think that and now say Matthias still be free buying a club will be near Manchester United. And
Saboy na cracker
on Kavibiam. On
Kofi.
Oh, yeah, but Kofi.
Maybe I won't say. Me catch up. Also for Manchester United. Among teams in our comfort, around Tinano. Also Manchester no bad.
Senior.
Officer Torium Gradie. Now coming by and we almost for rent or so.
I said he
told me Torium.
He turned Torium was better.
Then I know catch up by and for the say. Team Omuba. Who know I'm trusting I'm negotiating. It's Manchester United.
Okay.
Now what do you know kind of way? As a man, I
think that's what coming. I would ask what coming.
Also, I'm Manchester United. Oh, my Chelsea.
Don't catch you. Oh, this is a boy the cracker. Boy, you coming here. Yes, sir.
What's your Bible about Manchester? Market. Okay. Okay. So was on kind. It was about Manchester United.
When you say,
Monsieur Branton or catch that by and phone say, look, semi-free Bayana. Only one team.
Oh, God, I'll look.
One team, Penman.
Look.
That's all. Only Chelsea just don't pay.
Oh, God,
that's all. Pay Chelsea. Coffee, unim. You know the story. It's really a movie on. Unim to the movie on.
In the past 2 years, Daniel Levy akwakwatira mini kukromoro. Think of convincing Matthias still not choose Tottenham because the credit are rich. Tottenham with a lot of injuries and it affect you. Daniel Levy Cotina Munich. Any buying for 60 million, good money. And you see, I was wondering because 60 million for Matthias still, every boom, and they would have easily gotten the boy. But of course, like we've heard and now from Sky, Germany, any build and most of the outlets in Germany, the boy decided not to turn his head towards Tima. Your friend Torian Mospe. Now, it left about 3 teams on the table. Eka Man United, Eka Aston Villa, and then Chelsea also in the conversation for our branch friend Matthias Stel. What we are hearing again from Sky Germany, they say Chelsea are out of the race for our branch friend Matthias Stel. And I come Manchester United, any team my friend Aston Villa. For me, I think that even say Chelsea were conversation in Kra, Matthias Stel fits team my friend Manchester United than anybody. And we've said it several times. Ruben Amorim inside number 10. Number 10 Obetimiabo in the channels for him and then receive with his back to go this animal. When you play with a branch friend Matthias Stel, he gives you that. Oh, and I think it's a profile of fitting what Ruben Amorim wants to do. Patrick Doguru has been done. And if Manchester United a player there, then if Matthias Stel is good money, maybe they will go in for him. I just doubt. say United bet just 60 million no, for a 19-year-old Matthias Tel, who we all agree, so a very, very good player. But in that inside channel here, from the left-hand side, Obi Obetime receive the ball with his back to go, move like a striker, and have the finishing inside of the box. No, a very little bit dynamic and different from what Rasmus Højlund and Abrante Fanny Joshua Zexi Edeba, but also getting them goals inside channels. He's a player that can fit the profile of team and friend of Manchester United, but as to if the job will be done at Iska, and we are waiting to see if that will happen. Rich, and now, Chelsea still per striker. And Obia or the transfer conversation, it will be goes and comes back to the fact that no matter what, Chelsea will have to find a striker. And then the 1st of February, I think by midnight of the 3rd of February, now transfer window is close throughout in Europe. And it's a huge thing. Which Evan Ferguson conversation about up. And a Chelsea for Bisa and 7 about Evan Ferguson. But anyway, a lot of suitors outside of England, especially in Germany and stuff like that. When he said the profile of centre forward at Chelsea panel, almost so a little bit different from Nicolas Jackson on the field of play. Yen Yaka says, "Watch Nicolas Jackson and Jumana Oyena or any channels ni ye or play ye to an extent, but the Ujano with a centre 4 and 5 through a Choroma. Say Nicolas Jackson bet me issue a Hodeno, and here we need draws a effective game, no, and of course what he does in the box. Now that's the kind of profile of Evan Ferguson, different from what Nicolas Jackson is, but can also do similarly to maybe a Nicolas Jackson. To say be a shot and combine with play, and also very physical when he's being left 1v1 and also 2v1 up top, and the finishing instincts in the box. No, that's something that Chelsea are looking for in Evan Ferguson. A Jumani the prospects no honor, but now he has fallen down the pecking order of Brighton after say João Pedro and a Wolbeck performances they pick here on Nunya some injuries. I think since a Chelsea MFR branch and Evan Ferguson, not as a full-time striker, not on a permanent basis, but on loan, it's going to be value for money for a short term to the end of the season. Then they can go on and see if in the summer on main striker, I think that's it generally in terms of transfers, no, and everything that's going in the Tier games, no, any match because Rich Italian Serie A this weekend. It's not only the Derby de Madonnina.
Roma Napoli.
In Rome, Napoli for neighbor. And if you followed Roma since the time our new coach take over and the job that he has been doing, former Leicester City coach in there, you can tell. Say Roma for performance are beginning to come. In fact, in the household management, no more struggle with the balance at the back in terms of controlling games and even a lot of defensive issues. Now, under new management, Roma found a way to even bring the likes of El Shaarawy in recent times, plus also getting the best out of Paulo Dybala, Elwet Shoreham, and it has been a very, very good run for Roma. But Napoli have been good. Only at top of the Italian Serie A, having played one more game than Tima Yefeno Internazionale Milan. I think Napoli have been good on the road. Whether they go into the capital or stay in Naples, they find a way to get the job done. And I think it's a match, a good one for a double chance for Team Ayefreno, Napoli, and of course, the Derby de Madonnina is there. Okay, say Sergio Conceição Bayern. Okoto Trade Kani. Richardo. Of course, Saudi Arabia, no. Of course, Inter, Super Copa de Italiano.
Yeah.
Before that, now Paulo Fonseca, even this season, Eddie Milan for no, Eddie Crash Inter, and this is the reverse fixture. In one season, AC has suffered. Inter has suffered on the hands of AC. And if they have one game in hand, let's make closing up the gap up top between almost any other team in there. Then they need to start winning, and that's why Inter are pushing say way a match. And so no share. Inter will go into the 3 at the back. Conceição Bayern, who say a semblance of a 4-2-3-1, but still we are expecting say Inter be bomb 3 back and sa on 3-5-2 no. Then of course we are expecting say social interphone ewe choroma. We have team your friend AC Milano going into their 4-2-3-1 also at the back and having interphone play with back three. You expect to say interphone back up the back three of Damien, about your friend Bastoni, ewe chon, of course the wing backs Dumfries, any Abrantia, your friend Federico Di Marco in the middle of the pack. Barella, Mkhitaryan, any Abrantia friend Akan Klaanoglu. Then usually there is always some permutations or center forward. Either say Marcos Thuram and as a branch friend Lautaro Martinez will come together up top. I think the AC Fona have gone through a very bad patch. On my last week game on boy, I wasn't impressed with them. They labored for that win power. And of course, there have been some also disagreement between AC4 players now. Any coach friend Sergio Conceição. All those I can walk about. I think that matchup, Interfono will get the best out of it, and then they can get and jump up on top of the Italian Serrano and whatever that is coming with. So I think that Sane Bay reach in the Spanish La Liga. We are getting there. Who say last week I make catch say with how Madrid for 80 managing games here. Now say almost bomb matches are. They find way to win them. Even when they are not playing well, no, it is going to be tough for Barcelona to unseat them. And when I say it's going to be tough for Barcelona to unseat them, Madrid for the and almost every match, whether home or away, this weekend, almost started by going away to go and play against LCD Espanyol de Barcelona. El Barcelona Cremona. And the three boys are back. Vinicius is back into this game. You heard the performance of Mbappe, of course. Jude Bellingham same, and just a while ago, he didn't come out, but Rodrigo Goes. And Madrid for some time now, I did mention said the balance in the middle of the pack has come. I coincided with the fact that consistently now, Carlo Ancelotti elbow branch friend Dani Ceballos a little deeper to control the game. And Obana next to Federico Valverde, who will do the off the ball job for him, then allow either of a number 10 in a branch friend Jude Bellingham to roam and control the game. That's what has to be happen. My problem with Carlo Ancelotti is say, me need on board Raul Asensio boy. The boy has been good. In almost every match of Raul Asensio about this season for Real Madrid, he has proven that he has that sort, you know. I think that Mete from Madrid quarter said Alaba may have a part to play in this game. So whether a fullback or centre back is going to be there, then we are expecting say at right back there. Of course, with the injury of Abrantia, your friend Vasquez, Madrid will change personnel and then go in with this one against Tima, your friend Espanyol. I expect that Madrid for beating a share, not too exorbitant of a win, but Madrid can get a job done. Atletico de Madrid were on a very good winning streak until the last time out. But in Champions League, they qualify and they are in a good place. You see, Mallorca for a not so good performance this season. They get some draws, but away from home, especially in places like Madrid. Only good record, and that's exactly what happens to Mallorca when they go away from home. They are going to play against an Atletico de Madrid side. Only are very stubborn. And again, my kind of this season is one of the reasons why Atletico Madrid ever come very far this season. Our league move any Champions League. The depth of the squad no mukitana. Now they don't even have to play Wetzel. On the centre back Obim. Lenormand back in terms of back from injury. Of course, what's say Maria Jimenez Honor. Then at fullback, they have the depth. In Fiifi-Manfred, there is a very good rotation of Koke, any Abrantia, your friend Conor Gallagher, when he has to come in and play. It's a very, very good Atletico de Madrid depth and up top. Look at a job Abrantia friend Julian Alvarez, Antoine Griezmann, Salo. Different profiles that we need money. They bring different things to the game. Say game extra chat. Look at somebody like Angel Correa who can come up from the bench and play off solo and get goals for you. Or person who to fit then Griezmann, any branch and Julian Alvarez are there to get a job done. So it's a very, very adept squad. Our team and friend Atletico de Madrid and at home. Although last week my results there, but I think this week against team and friend RCD Mallorca, Atletico de Madrid, Barca, match over the weekend. Not this weekend. But we expect Barca for Juma. So after that contract extension, Richardo, I think Barca are in a very good place on Sunday against Deportivo Alaves. Alaves this season have been stubborn. but Barca for both. And I think that when it comes to matches of this nature for Barca, the struggle is not with the big boys. I can several times. Struggle no is always with the smaller teams. No, we are very compact and make it difficult for team Fred FC Barcelona. And Barca would have to find a way. Yes, against Alaves. Yeah, expect Alaves for the boss. They will come and sit back and then compact the pitch like against team friend in Fifi. Barca would have to find ways to break them down and be patient. For me, that's the difference between team friend FC Barcelona and the team friend Real Madrid. Say Barca for me team and City Madrid, then they need to do more and behave in a certain way like Madrid for and bring up performances be Ahmed Dikidi like the game against team your friend in Benfica El Horom. So I'm expecting that Barca will go over there and get a job done. I think that this weekend in the English Premier League will probably be the most interesting because the matches are very, very interesting. Especially Eriawi, 3 p.m. Liverpool on a run of about 18 matches or so unbeaten. Whilst Bournemouth also are on a run of a 10-plus game unbeaten. And at Vitality, everybody has struggled to play against Bournemouth. So a potential banana skin game. And for me, I'm new to the conversation of Andoni Areola and Ejuma Awaye. For me, he's one of the best managers of English Premier League in him, especially this term, and the kind of job that he has done for them. Very, very good. But our style of play plays into the hands of Liverpool. And that's why when they went away to Anfield, Liverpool got successes against them. Yes, they be a Bournemouth for me, very intense, very aggressive, under pressure, baby, and they'll win the ball up. But Liverpool are also direct, and they don't hesitate to go long and quickly bypass certain channels in build-up to get goals. I think that the match is going to be open. But a Liverpool double chance, a good picker. Maybe cope Ochina match na nke kesi.
In far up na best man ko Super Empire la Emra.
Each. Some match in the straight to the tactical board and
okay. Arsenal Man City.
I think that Arsenal has what it takes to stand Man City on any day. Especially in
Mary the crowd will say
I won't be surprised. Because Rich, in the last few years, one of the questions I get set of Arsenal has been character, psyche, not tactics. Man City for not being able to beat them with just a few things. In fact, I can recount for you 2 seasons ago, Arsenal called away to the Etihad. What they did to them was what they did to Chelsea the last time out. On Arsenal for now be pressy aggressive. No one more long to Erling Haaland. Arsenal could not deal with it. So this season, Arsenal called Etihad. No. City for the can share first goal. Then Arsenal scored the first goal with Ricardo Calafiori. Then it was very long until Arsenal for the red card. No. Then City has to come at them. I hope the game doesn't see any card. Now you're very open. Arsenal in the last few seasons, and a good win against team and friend Manchester City, at the Emirates, a place where they were struggling to play against them for the longest time. And me, so also the personnel of Arsenal for now. Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba, of course, injured to one of them, fullback of Ricardo Calafiori of the last time out, Miles Lewis Kelly, red card off. So it means that he will probably get a part to play. Declan Rice, Jorginho, Thomas Partey in the middle of the pack, of course. Odegaard can also play a part. Then up top, Ethan and Waneri, any Abranche friend, Kai Havertz, then Martin or what's his name, Leandro Trossard or Gabriel Martinelli. It's a good Arsenal team that can on any day go toe-to-toe with Manchester City. Man City is so solving a problem now, sir. The last time I told you. But you see, it's going to be difficult for them to try and employ the same tactics like what they did against Chelsea when you want to play against Arsenal. Over against Arsenal. Now more with a natural fullback. They will exploit those channels. They will be more direct. They will hurt you. I'm even thinking, say, when your match...
Arsenal is strong.
Arsenal, they will probably sit off you. No more into the channels and then be direct and hurt you. There are a lot of things Arsenal also have in their Arsenal. Against Team Fred and Manchester City. A close game, but for me, I think say another game at this weekend. My money is on Arsenal Football Club for say Team successes against team your friend Manchester City. ETH. That's it in terms of the match wrap up, the analysis, no, NBBA putting it together. This week, one of the codes in the back. Of course, on Wednesday they didn't go through, but next Saturday, it's your prepared good ones, and then yeah picking up send bear you betimi and the amount na bibia ye come in terms of games no on person mu channel wa say officers ye biti yembo ya you know
na yentie code no na yentie from person mu kotwa bi ewo betway code and yede
what for pen no paper na say we ready so be call the rich